Teddy Donato was he should play us all the time. They're 2-0 against us, and man, it was. There was a lot of competing hard tonight. They played hard. We looked like there was competing us. We got 47 shots, but it was nowhere near the type of effort we need. And in general, I was just more of the same for my club, but just not quite right. That's it.
Do you have questions for Ryan Ruikka? Andy?
Andy Merritt from the New England Hockey Journal. Ryan, obviously a couple of tough couple of weeks, I guess. Can you give us a state of the team from what you're seeing here? Obviously, talking about effort and things like that. Are you guys a little nervous about the way this season's going after a pretty solid start?
Yeah, I think the biggest problem is we're just not playing defense the way we need to play defense. When it comes down here in the stretch, that's what wins games, and we're just giving up too many chances. You can't win a game when you give up 6 goals. We scored 4, but we gave up 6, and that's just unacceptable.
Scott McConnell?
Scott McLaughlin, College Hockey News. Ryan, you guys lost this game 2 years ago, and I know that was something that you talked about going into this game. Did you feel like that message had sunk in, or was there anything you saw that indicated, maybe you'd struggle again?
Yeah, I think there wasn't enough desperation. 2 years ago, this team beat us, and we didn't make the national tournament. And it looks like we're in the same boat again, so we're going to have to win out here if we want to get in that tournament and really get things turned around, because we're not playing the right way right now.
Any other questions for Ryan?
Kevin Dillon, Daily Press. Would you say the team's frustrated right now as it's continuing to slide right now?
Yeah, I'd say the team's definitely a little frustrated. We struggle on our power play, and our top guys are getting frustrated that way, not being able to score. And I think that breaks the whole team down a little bit. So we need to get that going again. And then just losing doesn't help. I mean, you want to win, but when you keep losing, it just kills the morale of the team.
Annie Maroon, Daily Free Press. Does it also make it harder? You talked about the defense struggling, and you had a lot of defensemen spending time in the penalty box, especially late in the game. How did that affect the way the game went, do you think?
Yeah, that hurts us a lot. We were undisciplined again tonight. We took some stupid penalties. And guys get tired on the back end, and we give up goals we shouldn't be giving up.
Further questions for Ryan? All right, thanks for your time, Ryan. We have a couple questions here for Coach Parker. Nancy?
Jack, you talked a lot about how much you like this team during the course of the season, ebbs and flows, et cetera, but are you seeing other things that you haven't seen prior to this last couple of weeks?
Oh, it's not the last couple of weeks, it's the entire second semester so far. I love the way we're together, I love the way we're competing, I loved everything about our team the first semester, and then we come back after Christmas, and from the get-go, we have not quite anywhere near up to the way we played first semester. There's something that's taken the steam out of that team. There's something that's going on in the dressing room, and I thought I had my hand on it or my thumb on it, and I do not, obviously, because we just can't seem to get ourselves emotionally ready to play the way you have to play. We don't have anywhere near the discipline and the focus and the attention to detail, especially the defense, that we need. And I think we had all of those things first semester. But it's almost like we threw a switch when we came back second semester. Since then, it's been lack of effort, lack of discipline, penalty-wise, lack of discipline, positionally. So I would say that in general, it hasn't been 2 weeks. It's been, I think we played 3 good games this semester. We played well against Providence twice, and I think we played well up in Merrimack when we played up there. But other than that, I think we played anywhere near up to our capabilities. And maybe this is, Coach Parcells, you are who you are, you are who your record is. Well, this is who we are right now. We're 1 game over 500. That's a long way from where we were in December.
Rich?
Hi, Jack. Rich Thompson, Boston Herald.
I re-
Did some complacency set in? I mean, you did get off to a 2-0 lead.
Well, we've done that in the first semester too, and the second semester as well. Now, there was no complacency. It was, we weren't playing great at the beginning of the game either. We got a couple of goals. But there was nothing, it wasn't as if, when we played them last time in our building, I think that happened a little bit. We thought it was gonna be easy, and we were up 3-0. We had 2 3-goal leads against them last time we played and lost them. You know, the lack of enthusiasm in the building, the lack of enthusiasm, you know, the disappointment of not playing in the late game tonight, all that stuff drains your ability to get up for a game. But it also drains Harvard's ability to get up for a game, and Harvard was much more in tune to this game than we were.
Joshmina Shaw, WCU. You've talked about some of the undisciplined things happening, especially on defense. You had measures in the past to kind of curb those, especially penalty-wise, but they don't seem to be working. What else do you think that you can do or you want to do to kind of send that message?
We have to just remove guys from ice time. That's the only thing you can do. If you can't stop taking stupid penalties, then if you don't get on the ice, it's hard to take a penalty.
Here.
Tim Healy, Daily Free Press. Was Sean McGuire hurt at all tonight? It looked like he took a whack in the head and was...
Who?
Sean McGuire.
He did get hit right in the head with a stick, yeah.
Did he check out all right, or...?
Yeah, he seemed fine.
Take
He
two
wasn't
more-
fine at the time, but he was fine after that.
take 2 more questions, Coach Parker.
Ariel Aronson, Inside Hockey. You have a player in Alex Privitera who's now been suspended twice this season, and then again tonight takes a retaliation penalty that gets him kicked out of the game. You said, the team's been kind of playing the same way all month. They don't, seem to learn. Do you think, both with Privitera and the team, this not being able to learn from the past is what's causing this funk, or?
Well, I don't think it's any question, but in that particular case and a couple other guys, not being able to curb that stuff is causing a problem. But our problem is not just stupid penalties. Our problem is we don't like, most of our stupid penalties are at the end of games when we don't like what's happening and we let our emotions go the wrong way. The major problem is not, that's a problem, but it's not the major problem. The major problem is lack of compete and lack of coming to the game and putting it on the line. We don't have that. I thought we had a great week of practice this week. It has not been because we haven't practiced on it. But they're almost waiting for something bad to happen.
There's one more out there, one quick one. Andy,
Jack, obviously, coaches don't like to talk too much about into the future, but at this point, at-large bid possibilities and home ice possibilities in Hockey East is becoming a concern for you guys. You're sort of near the bubble on both of those. Is that part of the talk at all with this team? Do you talk about, listen, we've got a postseason we want to plan for, we want to be hosting home ice? Is that something you say at this point, or is it still?
Oh, it's
too
been
early?
said already. It's been said already. It's been said before this game, how important this game. This game was not important to Harvard. Harvard's not going to get into the national tournament by an at-large bid. We had a chance to do that. And now we'll drop well down the pole after that, well down in the pairwise pole after that.
thank you, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.